one vile, incessant universe.
What the fuck was that? Hi, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not what I had planned for this week's video. In fact, this isn't planned at all, and what I was gonna do this week has been put on the shelf, and it's gonna stay on the shelf until I've done the Pride Month stuff, because fucking hell! This episode was fucking gold, and I was going to not talk about any of these stories in this season until after. I was holding my tongue because I wanted to talk about 73 yards. In fact, I had filmed and written the script for the 73 yards one, but I held my tongue because I wanted to do a full ranking and what went right for Series 1 after Pride Month and after it had all come out. And then they dropped this. What in the actual fuck? So I'm going to talk just a little bit about The Legend of Ruby Sunday. I watched Pyramids of Mars a very long time ago, and this video is containing spoilers. I think that's obvious, but anyway, if you haven't seen The Legend of Ruby Sunday, then what the fuck are you doing? It's been out long enough. Go watch it. Go. Why are you still here? Go! If you haven't left, you've got 3 seconds. 3, 2... What, you're still fucking here? Anyway, this story was fantastic. And seeing Sutekh back, actually seeing him back, was insane. I mean, I called it. I'm in a few groups of people who like Doctor Who, like to watch it, like to talk about it. And in one of those groups, someone pointed out triangles, and there was also a TikTok video about it, and how there's triangles in different episodes, just kind of hidden in the background details, and that just kind of put in my head triangles, Pyramids of Mars, Sutekh. Well, triangles, pyramids of Mars, Sutekh, because there has been hints to Sutekh in the week leading up that fans have kind of picked out and theorised. Like, for me, it was between Sutekh and the Trickster. So, literally, before the episode aired, like, literally 3 hours before the episode aired, I put on Pyramids of Mars to introduce my partner to Sutekh. And then, just for the fun of it, we watched The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith, because we wanted to see more of the Trickster, just in case it was. I am so fucking happy that I watched Pyramids of Mars with my partner, because the villain ended up being Sutekh. Sutekh is the one who waits, but giving us straight away, because some of the fan theories, like weeks before this aired, was Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter, was going to return, and that was the first thing. The first thing. No, it was the second. It was the second thing addressed in the first 5 minutes. Is that theory? Is if Russell T Davies was pointing and saying, "Hey, here's your theory. We like to do that. We like to do misdirects on theories that you guys are already doing." And the TARDIS anagram for S Triad, another great misdirect. Like, it wasn't really a misdirect because the TARDIS does kind of play a massive part in this, in the antagonising aspects. And by the way, when the fuck did Sutekh get control of the TARDIS? Latch himself onto the TARDIS? When the fuck did it do that? Because I was trying to rack my brain. Because it can't have been on the Church of Ruby Road, because of Twist's appearance in Wild Blue Yonder with Isaac Newton, because Sutekh was banished forever going forwards in time in 1911. And obviously Isaac Newton was centuries before 1911. So he couldn't have latched himself onto the TARDIS before then. So I'm thinking when the Doctor met Donna, again that coincidence started happening again. A barrier was kind of weakened with the meta crisis being back in effect, and that's what let Sutekh latch onto the TARDIS. Another theory that's running in my mind is the Meep told the boss told Sutekh, and Sutekh latched onto the TARDIS. And obviously that's in the last 5 minutes of that episode, so that would have been insanely quick. But then again, this is a time travel show. They're the two things that are on my mind playing, because it has to be in the Star Beast at some point. Because that groaning that we hear the TARDIS make before Sutekh's revealed, that was in Wild Blue Yonder. That was in the Devil's Cord. Like, speaking of the Devil's Cord, they fucking got us twice with that Harbinger ship. I mean, we knew Harbinger was going to show up again, because the Harbinger snuck his way into the background and out of the way in the There's Always a Twist section. None of us, not a single person I've spoken to or watched, saw Harriet being Harbinger. And it was right in our face, because we only knew her first name, and with everyone else we were given surnames, except Rose, but we already knew who Rose was. New characters we were all given surnames for, and Harriet we weren't. And I can't believe that I didn't pick up on that until my 5 rewatches trying to find Easter eggs and clues. It's more like 10, but that's not the point. This is the only episode I've rewatched. The only one. The rest of them, I've said, no, my rewatches are going to be until my series What Went Right, series ranking, and Doctor ranking, all of which coming soon. But I just couldn't. This was, and by that last 15-20 minutes was amazing. The death of who I've known as Cheltenham because of Ruby. I do not remember his name. Shame on me. Oh well. That death, the whole Sandy Egyptian thing. That's when alarm bells in my head started ringing, saying this is definitely Sutekh. Still could be the trickster, but it's most likely Sutekh. And have I mentioned the design for Sutekh yet? This is amazing use of the budget, and so much better than what we got in Pyramids of Mars. Miles better. And keeping the Egyptian style of the villain. I won't lie, I loved Mrs. Flood in this, and I want to know who the fuck she is. Like, is she part of the Gods of Chaos, which is what Russell T Davies has dubbed Sutekh and all the gods that he named, the Gods of Chaos? And the fact that Sutekh was the one who waits. There was so many theories on the one who waits. Now, there's one line which I know that people of the right wing, if they notice, are going to throw a fit over. And that's the mother or father or other line. And it's just the other part, which is going to throw them into a fit, because they're going to be like, oh, I got if you don't want more dad, what the fuck is an other? Oh, I don't know, binary fucking shit. And I'm like, piss off. Like, stop complaining. Oh, my days. But, yeah. I can't wait for next week. I can't wait to see how it all resolves. I know we've got a Tales of the TARDIS releasing this week. With Shooty and Ruby, Shooty and Millie. So that is most likely 99% going to be Pyramids of Mars. Sutekh has been wanted back for so long by so many fans, myself included, since watching that story, and I'm so glad looking at him here. And let me just say that the visual effects for Susan Twist's character, absolutely amazing. Like, you can see it right at the end, that skeleton mummified look. I mean, last time Sutekh was using fucking robots dressed as mummies, so what's it gonna use this time? What is he gonna use this time? I have so many questions, and all of them to do with Sutekh. To be fair, a lot of them are to do with Ruby as well, but they're mostly to do with Sutekh. But yeah, this video is getting a little longer than I wanted it to get, so I am going to round it off. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye fellow fruitcakes. We'll see you next week.